Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can already tell, today's video is going to be a get ready with me. So I'm going to do a full glam get ready with me, hair, makeup, the whole lot, using my current favorite makeup products. I say current because they change up quite a lot, but this is what I've been loving recently, or these are the kind of products that I would use if I'm going out and want like a full glam look myself that lasts the whole night. So as you can tell, I have nothing on my face at the moment. I'm just out of the shower, my hair is just washed, and I'm gonna get straight into it. I currently have nothing on my skin, bar my skincare. So the first product I'm gonna use is the MAC Strobe Cream, and this is in Goldlite. So it has more of a gold, like warmer reflect instead of the original kind of pink one. This primer will be so good for anyone who has kind of dry skin, who wants like that dewy look, or just needs a little extra kind of moisture, because it is kind of like a moisturizer. It is quite thick. If you have oilier skin, you might not like this because, like I said, it is on the thicker side and it does make your skin look kind of shiny. So if you're conscious of that, then this might not be for you, but I love it. Just getting my Dettol wipes because I have problems. Okay, so next up, I do have two favorite like full coverage foundations. One is the Huda Beauty, and then the second is the Fenty Beauty foundation as well. I'm gonna go for this one today because I feel like it's gonna match my tan the best, I think. If it doesn't, my bronzer will fix it. So I use the shade 290 in the Pro Filt'r Fenty Beauty foundation, and this is full coverage with a matte finish. So this foundation is really good for anyone who has oilier skin, or for those who love a good full coverage or want like a night out foundation, because it doesn't budge. And it's slightly on the kind of olive side for me today. So I'm just gonna bring it down my neck and stuff so it matches all up. Okay, so moving on to concealer. I'm gonna actually use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, and this one is in the shade 2W. I'm kind of at the end of this one, but this is full coverage and it does not budge. And I love me some concealer. If you've watched any of my videos, you already know this. I feel like I'm sitting very far away. So I apply it like under my eyes, the center of my forehead, a bit on my eyelids, and then the center of my chin and the corners of my mouth. So to blend in my concealer, I always use a damp beauty blender. This is like necessary if you want to do any makeup look, day to day or like full glam. You just need to use a beauty blender. I don't know how people can do their makeup without them. Okay, so moving on to set my face and my concealer, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty, what are these actually called? Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. Usually I use the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. This is actually my go-to powder, what I use day to day, and probably my all-time favorite. But if I want like a full glam look, I'm gonna go with these because they kind of add a little bit more coverage. So to set underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use the shade Banana Bread, which is slightly paler. And then I just use the other side of my damp beauty blender to apply this. And I always bake. Always. Day to day, full glam, I have to bake. And then I do my eyelids as well. And then basically wherever I put the concealer, I put the lighter powder. So in the center of my forehead, down my nose, and then on my chin. So to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the shade Kunafa. I'm using a Zoeva 106 powder brush to apply this. Probably should have used the Huda Beauty foundation because that one is actually too olivey for me today. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so now that my face is set and my under eyes are baking, I'm going to bronze. So I have two kind of bronzers that have been my go-to. One is actually pretty old school. It's the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This is like an orangey bronze, very warm orange basically bronzer, which I absolutely love. And then I've also been loving the Hoola by Benefit caramel version, which is fab. So this is more like a camel kind of brown. It's more of like a matte color, whereas this is like that kind of orangey warmer one. They're both warm. This is matte, this has more of a skin finish, and yeah, it kind of depends how I'm feeling or what foundation I use. So for today, I'm going to use the MAC Give Me Sun because I actually need to bring more of this kind of color into my face today to match up with the rest of my tan. But this one I use a lot, like day to day as eyeshadow and bronzer. It's fab. I'm gonna go under my cheekbones, into my temples. Does anyone else close one eye when they're doing their makeup, or is that just me? Then I always put a little bit on my nose as well, and then a little bit underneath my jaw. So then using whatever's left on my beauty blender from the powder, I'm just going to use that to kind of clean up the bronzer underneath. So basically go from the corner of my mouth towards the top of my ear, like this. Thank. So moving on to blush, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite blush. I kind of just take out a few, put them on my desk and then use them. But the one I have been using a lot recently is the Benefit the Benefit California blush, and it's this kind of peachy tone blush. And I'm using a Zoeva 127 brush. If I could recommend any like brand of brushes, I would say Zoeva. So moving on to highlighter, which I have been absolutely loving this next product. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Glogasm face palette in the shade Lightgasm. So you can see I've used this a lot, and basically I use all three of these shades. I'm using a Morphe M510 brush and they're just amazing. Charlotte Tilbury definitely knows how to do the whole glow when it comes to makeup products the best. Okay, so usually after I do my face, I move on to my brows, and I always use the Anastasia clear brow gel. I also love the Benefit clear brow gel, and I just brush through my brows first. But as that's drying in, I usually move on to my eyes. And as per usual, I have absolutely no idea what makeup look I'm gonna do or eye look I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna wing it. So to start off, I'm gonna use the, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna use the Benefit Caramel Hoola, and I'm using just a large fluffy brush. This is from Tilbury, and I'm gonna pop this into my crease. So basically I kind of build it up bit by bit, so I add to it instead of going in too like heavy-handed. And then I'm just gonna move on and do the same on the other eye. And then I'm also gonna bring it underneath my eyes as well, using the same brush. Okay, so I'm actually gonna move back to my brows because that clear brow gel is dried in. And I'm gonna use the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 3. And these eyebrow pencils are just so good. I also love the Anastasia Brow Wiz. They're kind of pretty much the same product, to be honest. Okay, so the brows are filled in, and I'm gonna go back onto my eyes. So I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Mulberry and put that all over my lid. I'm actually gonna mix it with the shade Sienna as well, just so it's kind of lighter when I first apply it, and then I can build it up. And I'm using a Morphe M433 brush. Okay, so I basically applied mostly the Mulberry shade on my lid, so I'm gonna use the shade Sienna with this kind of fluffy brush just to make sure it's like properly blended. Okay, so then I'm gonna take a smaller flat brush, which is the Zoeva 234 brush, and I'm gonna take the same Mulberry shade and just pack that on a bit more intense. Because obviously with these type of brushes, you're gonna get more like color payoff than the fluffy ones. So to apply it first with the fluffy one to kind of get a general all over color, and then using this one to kind of pack it on top to make sure that the color is like even and nice and opaque. And then the exact same on the other eye. Okay, so for underneath my eye, I'm actually gonna use this same small brush with the shade Sienna, and then whatever of the Mulberry colors left over on it, and use this for my under eye area. And then I'm going to use the caramel shade from the bronzer with the large brush again, just to kind of soften the underneath as well. So next up for eyeliner, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Rock & Kohl Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil in the shade Bedroom Black, which is just a black eye pencil. I'm going to use this in my upper waterline. And then for my lower waterline, I'm going to use the classic eye powder pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm pretty sure this is in the shade Audrey, but it doesn't actually say on it. And I'm going to use this on my lower waterline down here. Okay, so I decided I actually wanted to be a little bit darker than that, so I'm going to use the Dior In and Out eyeliner. This is the waterproof one, and I'm using, so it's double-ended, it has gold and brown, and obviously I'm just going to use the brown side. Okay, so for my inner corner highlight, I'm actually going to use this Jouer highlighter, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. Mine is completely smashed because I dropped it, but I'm going to use this for my inner corner highlight. Okay, so next I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Obviously you can just use whatever eyelash curler you have. And then for my mascara, I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara in the black shade and put a lot of this on my lashes, especially because my own lashes are like fair. I have to make sure I get right into the root with this, otherwise it looks ridiculous. Okay, so moving on to lips. If you follow me, you know that my absolute favorite lip liner is the MAC Oh Honey lip liner, but it's discontinued. So I'm not going to use it in today's video because that's very annoying for you guys watching if you want to recreate the look. So instead I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude, isn't it? Yeah, Iconic Nude lip liner, and I always use my lip liner to overdraw my lips as well. And then for my lip liner, I'm going to use the lip liner. For my lipstick, I'm going to use the MAC Honey Love lipstick and focus this mostly on the center, or in the center of my lips. So to set my face, I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus in the Goldlite. I just have it in this container because it sprays a lot better than the MAC container. I feel like my brows need to be darker. I'm actually going to go over my brows before I set my face, just because I think they need a bit more like definition to them, because the eye is so dark and so are the lips. Okay, that probably made no difference, but I feel like it actually looks better. So I'm going to set my face, and this is the MAC Fix Plus in Goldlite, so it has a bit of like a gold shimmer to it. I always use this after I do my makeup, because it just makes your makeup look more natural and your skin look more skin-like, and then the gold reflects are really nice in it as well. And then I'm also going to use the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face setting spray, and this just makes your makeup last forever. If you're looking for like a makeup setting spray to actually set your makeup, this is it. This kind of just like makes your makeup like settle into your skin and look more skin-like, where this actually keeps the makeup on your face, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my hair, and I've absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with my hair. Okay, so for my hair, what I'm going to do is, well, the plan is to do some up and some down, and then clip my extensions in here to give a little bit of length and like extra kind of volume, and then take down these little front pieces and have it curled. Like messy kind of curls when they're all going different directions, you know? So the first thing I'm going to do is just separate the hair that I want up, and then just tie that away from the rest of my hair straight away. So I'm going to clip my extensions in quite high, because I want them not to be too long, mostly kind of for volume as opposed to like extra long length. So the extensions that I use as always are my Foxy Locks seamless clip-in extensions. These are in the shade Latte Blonde, and I have toned them a bit so they are kind of more ashy, and I can't remember what length these are because I've gone through so many sets, but all of the information about these will be down in the description bar, as well as a link to their website if you guys want to check them out. And I do have a discount code if you're looking for new extensions. I highly recommend these. I've been using them for years, and there's a reason why, because they are amazing. And so yeah, I'll leave my discount code on the screen here, so use that if you're thinking of getting any. They have loads of different colors obviously, and lengths as well, so there should be something for everyone, but I in particular use the seamless ones, which you can see here. The clips lay really flat against your head, so they're not obvious and bulky when you clip them in, so they're really good. Okay, so I changed my mind and ended up clipping all of the hair in. So this is the full set of the extensions, and now I'm just going to use my GHD soft curl wand. I'm pretty sure this one is. I'll leave a link to it down below, and I'm just going to curl my hair but in opposite directions, so one curl this way and then one curl the opposite way, just to kind of give it that like messy undone look. And this curlers is so good because it gets the job done so quick. Any of the GHD hair products are like incredible. I'm going to leave the ends out so the ends are straight. So I'm curling this one the opposite direction to the first one, and basically I'm just going to continue that around my whole hair, just to kind of show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to continue doing that around all of my hair, like I said, and then I'll pop back on when I'm finished to show you what I do to the top half of my hair. Okay, so this is the bottom section of my hair done. So this is the effect you get when you kind of curl them in opposite directions. It's kind of like messy undone, and then the ends are straight, so it kind of adds the whole undone look. So I'm just going to tie this section together when I take down the top bit, because I don't want to confuse them again. And then for my top bit, I'm gonna curl through it really quickly using the same technique. And I'm really like messy even how I like take the pieces out of my hair, because I feel like it kind of adds to it. If you're like too perfect and too like structured with it, it kind of ruins the whole messy look. So the more random I think, the better. Then I'm gonna do the same on this side, and then curling the front part like back, and also like this. Just because when you curl it like this, you get more volume at the root as well. I feel like it sits better around your face. It's gonna look really curly like when you first take it out, but it does drop, and then it kind of frames your face better as well. Now I'm gonna take this hair really like loosely and messy into, I kind of want to keep, see like the middle split here. And then just kind of taking down some bits. I'll take down the rest of my hair and see how it kind of sits then. Okay, I think I'm happy with that actually. So this is the finished hair and makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you're not already, then subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see any other videos from me and what videos you'd like to see. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this turned out because I had no plan in my head. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.